It's Luke and Naomi.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Good whatever.
I'm not going to say good night because then that'd be weird a little bit, I think, if you're listening on your way to bed, because I might holler at any minute and you don't know.
That and like you don't. This is gonna be like an hour. If we say good night, like you're done.
Well, if we're putting people to sleep too, that's, I'm going to be sad.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I would be. Yeah,
Well, a fantastic way to start off episode 15. It's Luke and Naomi on air.
that's right.
Welcome back if you're coming back. Welcome in if you're jumping in. And that's not necessarily...
Just welcome.
Yeah, that's not necessarily not a thing because we've got some new folks jumping in.
That's right.
So very
We
cool.
appreciate it.
Yes, yeah. You can find us everywhere: Spotify, Google Play. That's the thing, right? And then the Apple Podcasts and all of that. Yes, and the YouTube as well. All right. I wanted to really quick before we get going. I skipped Brian's answer last week because he sent us the whole something about robots taking over.
Oh, yes, I do remember that. Oh my goodness.
And I believe I skipped over his answer from the week before. So we were talking about pet peeves in public and all of that. And if I did read this, well, then he gets his answer read twice.
Yeah.
He said it's when you open your door for your significant other, and somebody barges through.
Oh, wow. I don't think we've had that happen, have we?
I don't think I've had that happen anytime recently, but man, that would drive me crazy.
That's so rude. I'd be like, excuse me.
Yeah, for real.
I wasn't opening this door for you.
What the hell's wrong with people doing that?
Yeah.
Especially, don't do that to Brian either. We like Brian. Don't do that to him.
That's right.
Anyway, all right. I'm pretty sure I forgot to read that last week. So there you go, Brian. I'm sorry.
Please forgive us.
We didn't get an email from him this week with his answer, so I figured maybe
he's mad at us.
I done ticked him right off.
Oh my goodness, Brian! Please don't be mad at us. You can be mad at Luke, but don't be mad at me.
Or
I'm sorry.
He's a grown adult and has better things to do with his life.
Yeah,
than play with
actually has a life.
That's right.
Yeah.
So anyway. There's Brian's answer from the week before. Green chili sighting in North Carolina. I think we talked about this a little bit last week.
We did, because one of the local grocery stores out here was doing a green chili roasting event, and it's Hatch Green Chili. And I saw that, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Is this for real? For real?
For real?
And it is.
It is.
So they did a weekend event and had the roasters and all of that. But now they're offering a whole bunch of food that now has green chili in it.
So when we had first moved to New Mexico, we learned about the Hatch Green Chili. And there was a couple things I'm like, oh, there's no way I would put it in that. And then we ended up doing that. Like some of the Italian dishes.
Yeah, because it's good in like everything.
Some of the Italian dishes that I love from back home in New York and stuff like that. And it was just, it is good in everything. And now with it down here in North Carolina, out on the coast, they're putting this with crab cakes, y'all.
Yeah. Yep.
And
they were on sale, and we should have bought them.
Oh, we should have. And they, even the fake picture looks delicious. I want some. So we got to figure that out.
Not only that, so this picture, if you haven't seen it yet, it's up on our team Facebook page, Luke and Naomi On Air, and it's just a screenshot, and it's circled. It is crab cakes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's not included in that advertisement, in that flyer, a little bit further down on the flyer was shrimp and green chili empanadas.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they're doing that too. There was a few options that they're just putting green chili and a bunch of stuff. And I was like, okay, whoever's doing this, spend some time in New Mexico.
Yeah,
for sure.
Most likely. We gotta figure that out, go interview them, and then see if maybe they have any left that we could score, because especially the crab I want to try the green chili and the crab cakes. That's got to be amazing.
I know it's good.
Yeah, I'm just knowing that we like the one, and then we like the green chili too, so.
Yeah.
There you go. Some green chili in Wilmington. We didn't have to.
Green chili.
Yeah, we
awesome.
do want to point. If you don't know, if you're not sure, you don't know what the hell we're talking about.
It's not from Colorado.
That's
okay.
That's right. There are some folks in Colorado who grow some green chili, and I'm sure that stuff is fine, and those folks are fine people and all that. But that green chili is not New Mexico Hatch green chili. No. It's just not.
Nope.
Anyway, there you go. Some cool news for us there.
Yeah, very exciting.
Update on some not so cool news. Actually, I guess the update is cool, but the whole package situation, if you were listening last episode.
I forgot just how fired up and mad we were.
Yeah, much easier day this Monday for me, definitely, dealing with this package. They came and got it. As of the recording last week, we didn't know. We finished wrapping up recording, and then I went and checked the hallway, the breezeway. It's gone. It was gone then.
Either they came and got it or somebody else did.
So it is gone. We didn't keep it. We didn't throw it away. We we did the right thing and went out of our way to do the right thing. So I'm happy either way.
Yeah, it's done. It's over with.
That was still all kinds of ridiculous and got us fired up. So we're going to find out what your customer service stories are in just a little bit. But I did want to update that. The package is gone. And
not to get way off on just a rant here or anything, but... which might happen a little bit here. Yeah, it's going to happen a little bit. Okay, so part of the story last week was Luke on the phone trying to get a hold of just somebody to talk to about this package instead of, all the automated stuff that they've got now where it's like, here's your 4 options, or you can speak to a representative or customer service or whatever. And then now, like, you don't even have that option anymore. Here's your 4 options. Figure it out if it doesn't fit with those 4 things. Yeah, if you didn't catch that part of last week's episode, or you don't remember, the automation hung up on me 3 or 4 times. Yeah. 2 or 3 times, 3 or 4, whatever I said, I wasn't lying. So I got all fired up this past week because I had to call the DMV. Oh. And I just have a simple question, wondering if I need to come in person or if I need to make an appointment on the line before I come in, or if I can do this, just do this all online. Simple question. Can't find the answer, stalk the website, spend a good half hour going through everything. Really? Can't find what I'm looking for, so I call the local DMV. The options don't help me out at all, so it guides me to a different number, which happens to be like the DMV of North Carolina. All right. And that doesn't help me at all. It's giving me hours and locations and all this and call your local place. And it's I tried. It was an automated system that sent me here. Oh, I did not get my answer either. I'm so tired of the automated phone system stuff that they have for everything. I had to call the bank, 2 weeks ago. Oh, man. That's all automated. I stayed on hold for 22 minutes. That's a full-on TV episode, 22 minutes. I mean, it doesn't sound that bad. 22 minutes. At least you weren't on hold for an hour. But I'm trying to do this during my lunch break, that. What the heck? Yeah. We gotta stop. I'm sorry, but someone is going to have to deal with the irate customers. And just pay him good, I guess. Get somebody in there, pay him $50 an hour so they can deal with all us angry people who just have a simple question we want answered, I just want to talk to a guy or a girl. Yes. Just give me somebody, a human being to talk to. For real. So now I have to drive over to the DMV and hope that I've got everything I need and I'm ready to go. Otherwise, I'm wasting an entire day to do this. Oh, no, you got to fill out Form 47Q and all that other stuff. This needs to be notarized, so now you got to make 300 other trips. I'm so over it. I'm sure one of our listeners could tell us what episode it was where you were talking about the DMV here and the ease and how great it was. Oh, it was. It was so great. How fast you got in and out. You loved it. I know. And I know that now you're just pooping all over it. I'm pooping over their automated phone system thing. I'm pooping over everybody's automated phone system thing. I am so over that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you so fired up. I still like the DMV here. I do. And I know that when I go in, it's going to be fine. They're going to be able to help me out. Even if I don't have the right papers, I feel like they'll help guide me so it's not such a bad process. But right now, in the land of unknown, waiting to find out, if I have the right stuff, if I should have made an appointment, if I wasted a bunch of time, not happy.
Automation. I wonder if it was ever like, yeah, I like this. I don't know.
I can see it if it's like,
I'm sure. I think my dad had. I think it was the bank or something like that he used to call on the regular before we were all logging in online.
Yeah.
And he knew the prompts, so he would dial the number, wait, that's just the type of person my dad is. He counted, so he knew how long to wait, and then he would hit 1, 1, 2, 0, and then have the information he needed to hang right up. And like he's probably the only person ever is like, yeah, automation, love it, because I could do that.
Yeah. I mean, there have been a few things where, like, it's like, yeah, this is cool, this is helpful. I can, and like, it's got more advanced where, like, hey, I can pay a bill with this automated system. I can schedule an appointment. I can do all these things. But when you have a question and you just want to talk to somebody to, like, help you out real quick, it'll only take 30 seconds.
Return to bleeping sender, man.
Ugh. Okay, so by the way, too, we did not have that rant planned at all.
Oh, no.
I did not mean to go off about that. I just remembered and was just all fired up because I get all fired up, I guess.
So there you go. Bonus hollering from
That's right.
From
That's
Naomi
right.
Lynn this week.
I'm done.
Well done.
I'm done hollering though. I'm gonna behave and be happy and positive.
So they did, long story short, long story even longer, they did come and pick up that package UPS.
That's right.
After all the time I spent on the phone with them. And it was still, hours and hours later and like the last stop anywhere.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And I feel like they just go out of the way to make it we got to do something extra for you. I'm going to make it the last stop, even though I got to go cross town to make it the last stop.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Again, I think they know it's you and they just don't like you now. They're like, every time we have a problem with this location. So, no.
Like George Costanza from Seinfeld, or was it Kramer? It was Kramer rallying against the mail. I just won't use it anymore. I'm not having anything delivered.
Good luck.
We'll pick it up.
Good luck.
From the Amazon store. #shop local. All right, that's it. The package is gone.
Yeah.
Out of our lives forever. Thank God that chapter is closed. Started some new shows this weekend.
We did.
She-Hulk. Watched the She-Hulk. I liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I've never, in cartoon or comic form, ever really watched or learned of any She-Hulk ever. So I had nothing going in. I was blank slate for She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And I like how they kept going, it's a lawyer show. And just because she got attacked in a courtroom.
I guess.
That was great. I'm here for a lawyer show, even if it's a little bit like single female lawyer. You know what I mean?
Oh, my goodness.
It's a Futurama reference.
That's right.
From 1999.
That's awful. Oh, my goodness.
It really is. That's horrible. Anyway, yeah, it was pretty cool. I like the story where, she's her powers have evolved. They're a little bit better. She can change back and forth at will.
Yeah.
And she's not a crazy rage machine when she's all hulked out.
No, the best part of the show was the, 3 or 4 times that she talked, broke the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Talked to us personally. And at one point she does it and, looks at the camera and it kind of has, the Office feel. But then Bruce looks...
Mark Ruffalo, yeah.
Yeah. Does the same thing, but looks at her like, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And it was just perfect.
It was really good. I mean, it's funny, so there's that. That's, you got to have, I guess, some levity in all of the comic book movies now. Otherwise, you got, Batman.
Yeah.
So that, whatever, I'm here for it, though, especially with the Hulk. They're breaking stuff. Why not make it funny?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then if they really do make it, an actual legal show, that's going to be cool.
I, not gonna lie, would be a little interested in that, yes.
Yeah. And then she's cool. I have failed to learn her name.
I don't know who it is. Don't look at me.
Whatever She-Hulk is. And then Jennifer something is the character's also other name, alter ego.
Okay.
But I don't know the actress's name.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, it's cool. She-Hulk. Check it out. I liked it. I'm here for episode 2 on Thursday. Maybe we'll watch it this weekend.
We'll see.
I imagine we'll fall into the old trap where we watch the first episode and then like wait for the rest of them to accumulate and watch it next year.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too. I like that. Just binge them all at once when we got a little bit of time.
I want to stop, or I want to try to stop and watch these and
but
stop waiting.
There is so much going on. It's so nice to have that option to
It
go
really is.
like, hey, I'm going to wait until I've got a couple of hours and then I can watch all these instead of, oh, I better watch this 1 hour long episode tonight, even though I'm really tired.
That's what we did on Sunday, actually.
Yesterday.
Which,
yes.
Today's Monday when we're recording, whenever you listen.
And I'm saying it like that because I'm exhausted.
we binge watch a bunch of Alone on Sunday, which just makes us eat, which is great. I mean, it's nothing better to do than watch people starve while you're stuffing your face.
Yeah.
Really, really is. It's like cathartic. And then we watch more and more up until Game of Thrones is released.
Yeah.
At 9,
And by the way, that's my bedtime. Like, I want to be getting ready to bed or getting ready for bed at 9 so that by the time I actually go to bed and lay down, it's 9:30 so I can fall asleep by 10. No, not anymore. That's not going to happen on Sunday nights.
Sunday nights, you got football going on and Game of Thrones. How about that?
Oh, my gosh.
That's going to be great.
I'm tired thinking about
Sundays
it.
are going to be hella awesome.
Well, Mondays are going to be just disastrous.
Not so much the Mondays, but the Sunday nights are going to be awesome. So Game of Thrones is back with, what the hell they call it? House of the
Dragon, yeah.
So this is set like 170 years before the events of what we know. And I love how they did that in the beginning. 172 years before the birth of Daenerys Targaryen.
Yeah.
And then they took away the middle words, 172 years before Daenerys.
Yeah.
Boom.
But, well, they wanted to remind you, it was a good way to be like, hey, this is the important part, This is all from beforehand.
They wasted no time jumping right back into the world of Game of Thrones, and what I mean is boobs and murder.
Yeah, lots of blood and
nudity.
Nudity. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah.
I saw you reaching out there into space.
Oh man,
mentally.
because there's one scene that just played over in my head that is not safe for work. So I was like, I don't know how to describe that. Nudity.
Nudity. Was it set in a hospital or a brothel?
It was set in a brothel.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay,
I love it. We could explain it. I'm not doing that though. That's where Luke and Naomi is not that type of show.
No,
it's
no.
Just absolutely
I don't care
not.
what you heard last episode about, pickles and sausages and stuff. We are not that type of show. Okay, just not.
Yeah, and if you don't know what the hell she's talking about, you're just gonna have to listen to the last episode.
That's right.
It was beautiful tease right there. Yeah. Game of Thrones. Yeah, jump right back into being Game of Thrones with the violence and.
It's some of it too was like,
there's an axe
much
to the face at one point that's pretty gross, and
other things.
The scene in the hospital was gross as well. We don't want too much.
Yeah.
But if you are into the Game of Thrones, you're not sure about this.
Watch it. If you like Game of Thrones, I think you're going to like this because, I enjoyed it. Even with all the blood and guts and all that stuff, like I still thought it was a good storyline so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing the next episode.
Dragons right off the bat.
Of course.
And dragons fire? I'm sorry, I was taking a drink. Dragons right off the bat. I like the main character girl. Who knows? It's Game of Thrones. She might be dead next week. I
know.
No clue.
Well, that's what I kept yelling like the entire time. I'm like, oh, that guy's going to die. Well, it's Game of Thrones. Everybody dies.
Right.
So I said it like 18 times. I am not kidding.
Well, if you remember the original Game of Thrones series, if you're a fan of that and you watch that and whatnot, there was a pattern where you would really start to like somebody, and as soon as you did, and then as soon as they did something awesome, it's like off with their head. Boom.
Yeah.
That's so Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so I'm not going to like anybody. And I'm just going to assume that everybody's going to die.
But it is shaping up to be pretty cool. And I saw this thing going on last night, speaking of people watching it and all that. It was going around the Twitterverse and the internets and all that stuff. It's a video of a apartment complex.
Okay.
And you can see all the windows and whatnot. And you can see all at once they had the same thing on in their windows, you know, the reflection and the flashing and stuff. What am I trying to say? They had the same thing on
their TV.
They
were all watching
missing.
The same thing.
Thank you.
You made that a lot more complicated
I really did.
than you needed to.
I'm trying to write an essay and add extra words.
Yeah.
And get to 3,000.
Yeah.
Screw Flanders. All right, way off the rails here.
Yeah. Squirrel.
So there is a video going around the interwebs. If I can find it, maybe I'll throw it up on Luke and Naomi On-Air on Facebook. But it is pretty cool. You can see I don't know if there's a clock in it or whatever, but boom. All of a sudden, all the windows are flashing the same colors right at the same time. So I got sent that by Filthy Kyle, and he's telling me, isn't this cool? You know, appointment television. This is the last show that's doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean? You can watch it whenever you want. I'm like, it's pretty crazy, though. How the hell, you know, maybe this is a fake video because all those people didn't press play on HBO Max all at once. And he was like, you're a dumbass. It's on TV still. Like, if you have cable, it's still on at 9 o'clock. And I'm like, oh.
That's right.
Okay. I completely forgot about cable.
I was thinking more on the idea of, like, everybody's watching it because we've gotten to the point where it's like, hey, you have to watch it because all the spoilers are going to be out the next day. So, 9 o'clock hits and that's what you're doing.
It's probably a mixture of both. There's that because nobody wants, to find out what happened on the internet without watching it themselves.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of nostalgia about going back to appointment watching.
Yeah. If you have cable.
If you have cable, I just have HBO Max, so I was just turned it on. I'm like, how the hell did they all at the same second?
The same time.
They hit
hey,
play? It just blew my mind, man.
Everybody, ready? 3, 2, 1, play.
The whole building.
Yep. Well, so the person out there could, put it on the interwebs for views and all that.
Oh, I felt so stupid. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was definitely a good moment there.
Good.
But really cool. Game of Thrones, appointment watching, that's all back. She-Hulk's good. And that's going to bring us to this week's entertainment news. We might as well jump right into that.
All right. Back
to some old school entertainment news. Now, you played some Tony Hawk, right?
Yeah. Way back when.
But you never played the Skate video games, did you?
No.
So this is one of my favorite video game franchises ever. It's very popular. It's called Skate, and that's it. It's just all about skateboarding.
Yeah.
But it was one of the first games to really use the old joysticks on the video game controllers.
Okay.
And you use those to do your tricks and move a guy around and all that stuff. So they're coming out with a brand new Skate. It's officially just called Skate. And it's going to be free to play and have cross-play and cross-progression. Now, who cares what any of that means? It's a free to play. It's going to be like the Fortnite or Call of Duty, World at War, whatever one is free for everybody to play. And so you're going to be able to play across different platforms and stuff like that. And you can, build your guy up and all that stuff and get some digital hats for digital dolphins. But this time it's going to be in skateboard form. Yeah. Which is pretty cool.
And again, you had me at free, so,
There you go. You had me at free. That's right. And still no real word on when it's going to be out, but a year or two we can find some fun going on.
All right.
With the Skate. Now, do you remember the dude who did the whole TikTok thing with the cranberry juice and the skateboard?
Oh, with Fleetwood Mac.
The Fleetwood Mac, yes. Yeah. Nathan Apodaca, I think is how you say his name. Not really sure, but he's an actor now.
Yeah, I heard.
This dude is gone.
I am so happy
everywhere.
For this random guy. Like, hey, I'm going to put this video on, what was it? Was it on Facebook? Was it on?
It was TikTok.
It was on TikTok. Yep. Okay, I'm going to put this video on TikTok. Then all of a sudden he's got, a lifetime supply of Ocean Spray. They get him a brand new truck, and now he's an actor.
I believe there was a house or a lease or something, apartment,
surprised.
condo, something like that in there at the same time too. Really turned his life around just by being creative and having some fun on his way to work.
That's it. I'm going to get my TikTok up and running and I'm going to put one video on it. And I got to figure out what video it's going to be because it needs to just go viral and somehow make me a lot of money and get me houses and things like that.
Yeah, well, now he is a legit actor.
Okay.
And so it's a Hulu series called Reservation Dogs. I think I've heard of it. I have not checked it out. It's also on FX. But again, no cable, so,
Yeah.
not Hulu. So since uploading the video, he gained millions of views and followers on the TikTok, of course. He got the truck filled with cranberry juice, like Naomi just said. And let's see, appeared in a commercial with Snoop Dogg, virtually attended the president's inauguration parade. Didn't anybody who watched it on TV virtually attend, I guess? I don't know. According to his page, his stint on Reservation Dogs will last at least 2 episodes. The show is a comedy drama that follows coming of age of 4 indigenous teenagers growing up in rural Oklahoma.
Okay.
Pretty
Interesting.
cool, right?
I will watch that just to watch him.
Just to see what happens with this dude and where he's
absolutely.
gone and what he's become and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Maybe we'll have to check that out. We'll just find his episodes.
Add it to the list of everything else we gotta freaking watch.
We'll not watch that after we don't watch the rest of everything else.
Okay.
I still haven't watched Moon Knight, for crying out loud.
What's that? Have you told me about that? Probably.
It's a Marvel show.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Oh, so many shows.
As soon as I find out there's something important in it, I'll go and watch it.
Yeah.
If you heard there was a Ferris Bueller spinoff in the works, what would you want it to be about? You don't even know Ferris Bueller.
No, we watched it. You made me watch it.
You don't know it
I think, I shouldn't say it, but I'm going to say it anyways. I think it was a little overrated, but
That's what happens when you watch 80s movies in 2020.
Yeah. Well, it was overrated. Like, it's just ridiculous. So this whole spin-off thing, I don't care.
So anyway, those of
Just saying.
us who know Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and you think spin-off, you go, okay, maybe Cameron, maybe Ferris's kid or something like that. No, they're going to do a spin-off show about those 2 stupid parking garage attendants who took Cameron's dad's car for a joyride while they had it parked in the parking garage.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's not
apparently.
a spin-off. That's I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Sam and Victor, the valet parking guys, the movie will tell the story of their adventure when they took Cameron's dad's Ferrari for a joyride of the original movie. Now I'm kind of in.
Are you serious?
If that's exactly what it's going to be like what they did, the story within the story, that's kind of intriguing a little bit, I think. So they didn't have the names in the movie. They were played by Richard Edson and Larry Jenkins, who actually passed away in 2019. Obviously, their parts are going to be recast with younger actors. No word, of course, on release date and all that. This is just announced and stuff like that. No. Well, I guess that is kind of an original idea, just within an old idea.
Yeah, whatever.
It's
whatever.
The story within the story is neat. That's what's got me going on there.
Yeah, but you said this is for like a TV show, so how long is this gonna last?
It's a movie. It's a movie.
Okay, so it's a movie. So we're gonna spend 2 hours talking about their little adventure? No, thanks.
What did they do while they were joyriding around Chicago while Ferris Bueller was singing in parades and scamming his way into restaurants and junk?
Yeah.
All of that. Jesse Eisenberg, you know who that is, the actor?
Yes, I do. He looks like, he's got a doppelganger. Kind of. Oh, the guy that plays Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So those two look kind of similar, but he looks like the evil twin of them.
Really was just kind of waiting for you to throw out The Social Network, or...
No, I want to make this very complicated.
Yeah, so,
but you get what I mean. He looks like the evil one if him and the guy that plays Scott Pilgrim were twins.
Michael Cera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're similar.
Similar, yes.
Yeah.
So Jesse Eisenberg, he was in The Social Network, played Zuckerberg. He's in the Magicians movie. He plays the geeky one. You know what I'm talking about?
Now You See Me?
Now You See Me, yeah. And I believe he's in the second one, too. Anyway, Jesse Eisenberg is going to take on a interesting role in the next movie. He's going to play Sasquatch.
What?
Didn't see that coming, did you?
No, I did not.
Gonna play Sasquatch.
I actually see the other guy playing Sasquatch first.
Michael Cera.
Yeah.
I could too. But the more adorable Sasquatch.
Yeah. Quiet and nice,
Jesse Eisenberg, I believe, was also in 30 Minutes or Less. Anyway, he says, no lines. I grunt, but no lines. So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah. Nothing to memorize.
Oh, man. Apparently, some people envision Sasquatch to look like Jesse Eisenberg. And if you don't know, If you don't know what, just Google it. Chances are you could ask Siri to Google it for you. Say, Siri, Google me a picture of Jesse Eisenberg and see what the hell you're looking at. Because not Sasquatch, that's for damn sure.
No.
So a live-action movie from some filmmakers who actually won an award in 2011 for a 4-minute short about Sasquatch giving birth. That
was 2011.
Yeah.
Times have changed since then. I do not think this is going to work like they think it is.
You think the Sasquatch, mania has died down?
I just think that this is a bad idea.
It's called Sasquatch Birth Journal 2.
Oh my gosh. I can't even with that name. Like, just no. No.
Yeah, I don't know. A movie title and plot details haven't been announced yet.
Okay.
The previous movie was called Sasquatch Birth Journal 2.
So where's the first one?
That just more questions you probably don't want to ask. That's a road I don't think we want to go down.
Nah.
Sundance Film Festival is where they...
Oh, okay.
It's right there, too. I have a link to it. I can watch it.
Don't do it.
Do I? Oh,
no.
Man. Well, if anybody wants to see it, let me know. I'll send you the link. Or you can Google it, because you can do that.
Just no.
Robert Plant says he's not going to do a Led Zeppelin reunion, which makes me sad. You know, I love the mighty Zepp.
But, I mean, you could have seen that coming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says it doesn't really... He's like, I don't need, to go out there and relive the old glory days I did the first time, basically. And
well, that and, like, it's not going to be just like it was before.
Yeah.
So why would you?
Yeah.
To be like, oh, man, let's end on a not high note?
Yeah.
Come on.
And then, of course, because he's in his 70s, I think he's a little grumpy about it, or some people might say he come off a little grumpy about it. But, I mean, whatever. He's just like, look, I don't want to do that anymore. He's doing some recording and stuff. Leave me alone already. When he wants to play, he plays and tours and stuff like that. But, yeah.
Makes sense.
Go on. Go find, what's the band we like? They're called Get the Lead Out. It's a legendary Zeppelin cover band.
There you go.
Go find those guys. They're awesome. Oh, let's see here. That's not entertainment news. I think we're done. I think that's it. That's entertainment. Real clunky. I'm just not back to doing the entertainment news the way we used to.
No, sure. I think the clunkiness, though, today is just... I mean, it has been a Monday. Like, really there is something in the air. Everyone I talked to today, it was just like, hey, how you doing? Oh, man, I'm exhausted. Oh, man, I'm tired out. All this stuff. Everybody is just having a Monday. I am. I'm ready for a nap.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A nap and then bed?
Yeah,
Take
that's
a
right.
Nap, then go to bed.
Take a nap, then eat a snack, then go to bed.
Sounds perfect, actually. Mm-hmm. I'm here for that. Yeah. Totally. We got to talk about some science first.
Okay.
Time to find out what's happened in the latest Week in Science. A little segment we like to call This Week in Science.
Yay.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Of course, Apple has done bleeped up. They've warned iPhone, iPad, and iPod users of a serious security flaw that could allow attackers to take complete control of devices to fix the vulnerability. They were urging everybody to update their devices ASAP.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yes. This got announced. Like I said, it's the last Week in Science.
Yeah.
We got our updates some point over the weekend, I believe, and, all is right in the world and all of that stuff. I don't know. The robots fixed it for me.
I hope they did.
Yeah, they sounded the bell Wednesday, explaining hackers were actively exploiting the security flaw to attack devices. They noted that the flaw could allow an application to execute arbitrary code with kernel privileges.
Because I know what that means.
Yeah, it effectively gives the would-be attacker full control of the device and its data, so they could go in and drain your bank account through your Cash App and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
The security breach can effectively give attackers full access to devices. And again, this is from last week, and in the meantime, Apple has sent out updates, fixed the issue.
And if you haven't updated it yet, you might want to get on that.
It's Apple, so they probably put every one of that guy's family members in jail.
Oh yeah.
Or in a hole somewhere.
They're gone.
Yeah. All right, and let's see here. Just continuing on this overall theme we've had for weeks. I don't know how we keep getting back to it, just because it's 2022 and we're living in an age of technology or something, but we keep coming back to the theme of crazy technology, whether it's scary, whether it's spooky, whether it's just new and we're not used to it.
Where are you going with this?
Well, quickly, I deal with a lot of concert tickets in the new job and all of that stuff, and so their Ticketmaster's gone full digital at this point, so trying to distribute tickets sometimes can be an adventure with folks who aren't used to using email or downloading tickets and all of that. So I would just urge everybody to, learn your phone a little bit. Because if you get digital tickets like that, you can put them in your Apple Wallet. That'll save them, and it's fine and all that. But trying to explain that to folks through, instant messenger and stuff like that is not fun as I use it.
A little difficult,
as I use a 30-year-old term, instant messenger. Anyway, I'm really just kind of building suspense to this story because I want to know what you think of this. I hope you haven't seen this floating around out there. But hologram technology, here's the headline. Hologram technology allows woman to answer questions at her own funeral. Say it. Let me read on. An AI-driven chatbot tech has allowed one woman to answer questions from beyond the grave at her own funeral, with mourners able to dive into her fascinating life in a morbid but futuristic tribute. The technology provided by her son, who runs a company that creates holographic conversational video experiences, and allowed Holocaust campaigner Marina Smith to be present in a sense, according to her son. Now, that's a really neat. She's a Holocaust survivor and all that stuff, so she should probably answer these questions, but
it's weird.
I'm waiting for her to start screaming, I robot, I robot, I robot, because this technology is literally in the movie I, Robot with Will Smith.
Yeah. I just can't. I am so tired of getting back onto technology that's taking over our world right in front of our faces. We're just like, well, we added this feature to your life. We added this feature to your life. We added this feature to your life until nothing is real anymore.
We're living in a simulation. How about that? Get all crazy.
Oh, my goodness.
Mrs. Smith passed away in June of this year. Her funeral was held shortly after in the UK. Having led a meaningful life educating people about the Holocaust, her family wished for her message to continue after her death, and the experience during her funeral allowed just that.
I'm sorry, that's not the right question. I have limited answers.
Exactly. That's the line.
That is from I, Robot,
From the movie I, Robot. I really was hoping to get her to go, I, Robot, I, Robot.
No,
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
So, anyway, the experience used something called Storyfile. It's an AI conversational bot program that uses 20 different cameras and recordings of the subject to create a digital holographic clone that can be interacted with. Well, the experience was powered...
I don't like this.
I know it. Well, the experience was powered by AI. The answers given to the questions were entirely her own words. To do this, she was interviewed, before she passed away, obviously, and asked a ton of different questions about her life. The data is then fed into the program, which selects the appropriate recordings to play in answer to the questions asked at the funeral. This way, the AI isn't answering the questions. It's just identifying cues given to it by the audience and choosing the correct answer.
For now. Next step, it's going to be answering the questions. So this AI can decide whether you're a good person or a bad person.
Get in the microwave.
Like we know about the bots watching Hallmark Christmas movies and then having to write their own Christmas movie and the weird stuff that comes out of that. Like, this is going to happen with people who are dead. Their holograms are going to be saying some crazy stuff that gives you nightmares. Crazy. You really want to do that? You really want to do that? And at a funeral? Because that sounds like a smart idea.
I don't know. It's a really strange...
I am not here for this.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know because, I'm not the grieving, so that's... But I can't imagine I would want to extend the grief process. You know what I mean?
Not only that, but I don't...
too down on it.
I don't want to hear something creepy coming from a bot that is my parents or something.
Unless Grandma said something creepy, the bot can't play something creepy back. It's not, there's no software there to make it create a voice or... create its own answers.
Yes.
It's just literally pulling the file and plugging it in for us at this point. It's a punch card system.
Yeah, but it's going to be taking a few words here and a few words from this file and a few words from this file and creating its own sentences. It will get smarter.
All I can think of is Max Headroom or the old holographs that would skip.
That's right.
I
think I'd be okay with that version, honestly.
It's okay, Johnny.
Yeah. Give me that instead of the rest of this. Just no.
Grandma will always be with you. I don't like that at all.
That's awful.
According to the
you
VCC,
should feel ashamed
I
of
do,
yourself.
A little bit. Mrs. Smith. Oh, Mr. Smith does not expect the technology to be able to create full digital clones. So there's that, as humans are too complex. But the public can purchase a story file package for as little as $48.
No. Don't do it.
Mom, Dad, I'm going to send you some cameras.
Oh my goodness.
B for pork. A little Back to the Future there. This is ridiculous, isn't it? Naomi just crumbling over there. She cannot handle the technology.
I can't. That's it. I'm going off the grid.
But it's so weird because it's cool stuff.
It is.
But we use it in the dumbest ways. Like, we're coming up with great technology, but we're not, I don't know.
I still go back to the whole, just because we have the ability to do this stuff doesn't mean we should. Should we think about this? We never asked, should we?
Oh, man.
I don't think this is a good idea, along with 9 out of the last 10 ideas that all these tech companies have had. Hey, hang on a second. Let's just slow our roll here.
Can you think... All right, I keep saying the beef and pork thing.
I know.
It's from Back to the Future 2, if you don't know. He goes to the future.
Yeah, he is not actually having a stroke.
He goes to the future, and it's like Michael Jackson and Ronald Reagan in this Cafe 80s thing, and it's just like that. It's like a hologram type thing, and it skips.
Yeah.
It's just... Are we going to start doing that now? Because that's awesome. It's from my favorite movies. So here, I'll do that.
I think we're past that part, though. We're past that part of technology. What we have can already do better than that.
Just weird.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's it. That's it for this week in science. Because
thank you.
I knew the one that would freak Naomi out is where we should end.
I feel like this is become a goal for you. Hey, let's do one weird technology story so Naomi just freaking loses it.
You think that, but no. I just stumble onto these things and I'm like, it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Like I said at the beginning, this isn't by design at all. This just keeps happening where we keep finding these stories.
I am going to have to get off Facebook. I'm going to have to disappear for a little while.
I'm telling you what, when the robot butler thing happens and I get one, don't tell you and just record you answering the door.
No. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I would kick that thing so hard.
You almost just cussed a lot, didn't you? I saw that.
I'm just imagining opening the door and there is a robot standing there.
Hello, Naomi. May I clean your house?
Wrong name, wrong house. Get out. See ya. Goodbye.
Oh my God.
Neighbor's house right over there. That's where Naomi lives. Ugh. Gosh, no. Just no.
Oh man. All right. See, we got some good stuff out of that story. The more I find that, just you freaking out about stuff. Anyway, that is this week in science. All right.
It's the last week in science.
All
Done.
Right.
No more science.
Robot uprising. Anyway, it is time to figure out what everybody thought of our last task.
We're really going to try to transition into this. I'm having a panic attack over here.
I'm trying to calm you down. So now go from panic attack to people hollering at customer service. We really did this. We really asked people to tell us how you've hollered at some customer service folks, basically.
We put it nicer than that. And it's not necessarily that you yelled at someone. Maybe you did, but I don't know. Maybe you didn't.
Let us find out. We got 2 extremely long ones from the snowman.
Okay.
So do we save those for last or do we go for those first?
Go for those first.
All right. Snowman says, I have 2 customer service stories for you. One where I was the customer and one where I was the customer service agent.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
We'll do the customer service agent story first. He says he worked for a municipal water company in Arizona for almost 6 years. On Thursdays, that was when he disconnected the water for delinquencies on bills. He says, when we were in the low-income part of town, you felt bad because you knew the people just didn't have the money to pay the bill, no matter how small it was, so he would usually give them time to fill up water containers or other things and tell them he would come back in a couple hours to actually shut the water off, since he really had to do it. However, he says when he was in the wealthy parts of town, that's when he dealt with people who had entitled attitudes and problems and stuff like that. So one house, he says he pulled up, was over an acre. The home was probably 3,000 to 4,000 square feet. New truck, new boat, all-terrain vehicles in the driveway with lush green landscaping. Mm-hmm. As he was digging out the meter box where a gopher had decided to set up home, filling the box with dirt, he heard the front door open. A lady came out and asked what he was doing. He said he was there to disconnect the water for delinquency. She told him that he was not going to turn off her water. He told her all she had to do was tell him that she would take care of it by 5 o'clock that day and he would leave the water on. It's a normal thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to take care of it right now. Please don't turn it off. Okay, I'll be back, if I have to. She told me she was going to do nothing of the sort and that he needed to leave or she was going to call the police. He says, by this time I had dug down to the angle and, put his turnkey on the angle stop to turn the water off. And she said to me, do you know who I am? I looked up and asked if she knew who I was. That's perfectly Snowman, too.
Yes,
I like
it is.
That. I like
yes,
that a lot.
it is.
She said no. I said, then I guess that makes us even.
There you go.
He says he internally started laughing, but I don't really believe him. He probably giggled a little bit out loud.
Yeah, probably made her even more mad and all that.
Yeah, he says, I guess I had a smirk on my face.
Yeah, you did. I can tell you from knowing you that, yeah, you did.
You probably laughed right at her.
Yeah.
He says, she asked if I thought I was funny. I lost where I was. He says, I kind of was because I thought that off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And internally,
it was good.
He says he's thinking to himself at the time, just shut up. Just shut up. And then she says, well, you're not going to think it's funny when I take your job. I then told her she should probably fill out an application because a lot of people wanted his job.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the Snowman. Yes. He says, you can guess what happened when I got back to our yard. My manager called me and told me that this lady had called in, said that I was swearing at her and calling her numerous expletives and that he should be fired. Before he could even respond, she simply looked at me and said, I know it's not true. I just want to let you know she called.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Snowman told the boss exactly what happened, and she just laughed. And he says, I wish I could come up with stuff like that quick.
Yeah.
Well, you did. You did that one time. That's awesome.
That's great.
Do you know, I was like hoping it was like the mayor and he shut her water off or some junk like that. You know what I mean?
You still have to pay your bill. You're not above the law.
Good on you for not finding out who she was, too, Snowman.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, don't care. All right.
Well, and the worst part about that, though, is that lady, like, calling and saying, oh, he was swearing at me and all that. Like, stop.
Just stop. That's
you
horrible.
You people, stop it. I'm going to lie because I'm mad. Because I'm the one in the wrong. Okay, great.
Yes, I mean, that's just ridiculous. I can't believe somebody would do that. Now we got the one where Snowman was the one. Do you know who I am and somebody?
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's... I haven't read this yet, so I don't think that's what he did, but let's find out.
I don't think so either, because I don't see him acting that way, but I can see him being like, I'm the Snowman.
Do you know who I am? Luke and Naomi do.
That's it, though.
Just the two of us. He said he placed an order with an online supply house, but when the order arrived, it was wrong. He went online, put in the claim to fix the issue, said they were sending out the correct item.
Okay.
When the package arrives again, it was the wrong item.
Of course it was.
So he went online and did an online chat with an agent, who then said they would send out the correct item. At least he was speaking with an actual person, not just a chat bot. Those things are just as bad, if not worse, than the stupid automated things.
Yeah.
He says, when that package arrived again, it was still the wrong item, even though the receipt showed the correct item.
They were getting closer.
All right, you're going to just be fired up the whole rest of the evening, I think.
Oh, I already am. Yes.
He says because of all these delays, he was now behind on completing a repair at one of his facilities he takes care of. He called and waited on hold for about 10 minutes only to be disconnected.
Oh. That's always fun.
Yeah, he says, so now I'm fuming. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand. I got with the 3 hang-ups from the automation last week was just wow. He says, I called the second time and was placed on ignore, which is on hold. He says, and then when the nice lady answered the phone, I told her, I'm sorry, you're the one who has to deal with me because I am fuming mad right now and it's not your fault, but you get to deal with my frustrations. That's a good way to open up there, Snowman.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like a person doing that job knows. They know. They know you're frustrated because they know that it has not been as simple as calling you up to say, hey, something's messed up. They've had to jump through 900 hoops, and one of them was on fire.
He made it to me.
Yeah.
He must be mad.
That's right. And I feel like they do that on purpose.
They do.
Like, hey, I'm going to hang up on you 5 times. If you're still calling, that means you're determined and I better take your call before you burn my house down or something.
You made it through the ring of fire?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you got? All right, let's fix that for you. And, of course, that's what happened. He says she was super nice.
Yeah.
She took care of it, contacted everybody for him. They confirmed before they shipped it out it was actually the correct item, and the whole thing was fixed, he says, in about 15 minutes. And, of course, then he made sure to email the company praising her for her patience.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope he mentions something about terrible automation at the beginning of that email because...
yeah. It's the worst.
It just is the absolute
worst. It's worse than robots taking over. It really is. If I got to pick a battle...
Well, they are robots. The automation is a robot.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
All right. We got Ralph here.
Okay.
Ralph says he went to a local restaurant, and I think he picked the chili relleno burrito burger. Jesus. I think he did that on purpose because he knows I can't pronounce it.
I love it. Yes. Please tell me you did that on purpose.
So he got to the drive-thru and he says, my fault for not checking. My wife opened it and said, this is a fajita burrito. So he drove back through, let them know. 5 minutes later, he gets another wrong burrito. He says, but I checked at the drive-thru this time, returned it, and 5 minutes later, the manager came out and asked what I ordered. So I spent 30 minutes waiting on a burrito at a drive-thru.
That's awful.
Yeah.
That's awful. But also, always important to check the food before you pull away. I will not leave that drive-through window. Nope, I'm sitting right here and making sure I get what I ordered. No.
Oh, man. That is...
I will sit there and count the sauces.
We got
Hey, I ordered 3 sweet and sour, 1 barbecue, and a honey mustard sauce, and I only see 2 sweet and sour in here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I am that annoying person.
No, it's just smart because it just happens all the time.
Well, what happens is you drive away and you go, oh, shoot, I better check that. And then you do, and it's wrong. So then you end up either having to go in or you end up back in the drive-through line. It takes forever.
Like you said, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 whole minutes.
Ugh.
That is a good one, Ralph, because you got her fired right back up, too.
Yeah.
We got Paul here. Professor Paul says when they got their new place and went shopping for a fridge at Home Depot, he said, we really liked one that was reasonably priced, but the salesperson said it would take like 3 months to get, so he sold him a fridge that cost, of course, much, much more.
Yeah, and you can trust them because it's Home Depot.
Oh, yeah.
They care about you there.
So he said it didn't match their other stuff either, saying it would be delivered much, much sooner. This one we can get you in 30 days instead of waiting 3 months to get. So why don't you get this one? Because it's conveniently a hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
Scheduled delivery day arrives. He says we get a call saying the fridge won't be delivered for at least, you guessed it, 60 more days.
That's ridiculous. I'd be so mad.
Paul says both him and his wife took turns yelling.
Yep.
Yeah. He said they got pretty ugly and they just kept saying it isn't their fault because they don't actually supply anything. It was all third party.
Doesn't matter. No, it is. It just, no.
He says we were eventually able to cancel the order after physically going into the store. And I can't imagine what that was like.
I'd be screaming. People would be like, just running out of my way.
Oh,
I would be so mad. Hey, I have to jump through all these hoops. Also, I got charged so much money because you told me I could have this sooner and I'm not going to get it sooner. Like, you scammed me.
Yep.
You scammed me.
Yeah,
so I'm going to be more than fired up.
I'd be so furious, Paul.
I'm going to steal a different fridge is what I'm going to do.
Laughing with him, not at him. I'm just at the fact that now we have to actually go to the store, so I'm wasting even more money. And you're giving me that delivery feedback too, by the way. So he says they were able to cancel the whole order after going to the store, actually, which is just,
I would do that. I would be like, I don't want your product anymore. I want nothing to do with you.
And then we had been talking last week about taking it the extra mile, and what is your response and all of that stuff. So, on top of hollering at everybody, at the store, on the phone, and all of that, he says we have not returned to Home Depot since.
Not surprised.
And that is not an easy feat in Roswell, New Mexico.
No, it's not.
So, congrats, Paul. And then. From the week before, we missed like a whole thing. I think YouTube comments somehow disappeared and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
And Paul was saying another, pet peeve in public was the whole shopping cart thing. Put your damn shopping carts away.
Yeah.
And he shared with us a really cool meme about the shopping cart being the ultimate litmus test for whether a person is capable of self-governing.
Yes.
Taking care of, because it's the one thing, nobody's looking. Nobody's going to really say anything to you or anything like that, but are you gonna take care of it?
I won't say anything, but if I watch you leave your cart somewhere, I stare you down. I make sure we make eye contact so you know that somebody watched you be an idiot.
And then I love the meme, and it's made its rounds and stuff like that, and right to the whole idiot thing. It says, a person who's unable to do this is no better than an animal, an absolute savage, who can only be made to do what is right by threatening them with the law and force that stands behind it.
Yeah, because there are so many people out there who won't do the right thing.
Oh, man.
It's honestly kind of sad.
So that's a good one. I like the tacking that onto there, Paul. And the whole thing about never been to a Home Depot since. That is absolutely fantastic.
It just reminds me of, anytime we've had difficulty with a company or, we were talking about McDonald's last week. Just the fact that they kept messing up my order, and I refuse to give them $1 more. Like, they cannot have any of my money at all. Can't do it.
We'll hear everybody else's stories about, whether it's McDonald's or whatever drive-through it happens to be, like Ralph's there, where it ended up taking them 30 minutes. And it's like, that is, wow, that's crazy and all of that stuff. But this I've actually seen, and I've seen how many times it happens to you and has happened to you. And we haven't been back since, but like just watching it happen, it's like, wow. And then I'll go and everything's fine.
Yeah. But no, I will not. No, won't.
We've had it happen where I'm like, no, they took care of me last time. You should be able to go. And she comes back, sure enough. Nope. Ask for an Egg McMuffin, got a damn burger.
That's right. They gave me an empty bag, this is still better. All right, so we got the flip side to this. So we were talking about,
your poor customer service stories and how you handled them.
Yeah.
When you flipped out on some poor kid.
Yeah, poor kid, but it's part of the job, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
So there was this this going around on Twitter. I don't know what you'd call it, just a talking point. Saying anyone who would work in customer service, what's a customer interaction that still haunts you?
Oh, man.
Whether it is someone screaming at you or, anything.
One time this guy named Paul and his wife just hollered at me on the phone.
Yeah, they took turns. I could hear, no, my turn. And they grabbed the phone and then... Yeah, she'd start screaming, then I hear, get me the phone. And then he'd start screaming at me. Yeah, and it would just keep going back and forth.
This guy who kept calling himself Snowman kept hollering at me too. I don't know what happened.
He didn't even know who I was. What the heck, All right, so anyways, we're getting way out of there. Anyone who's worked in customer service, what's a customer interaction that still haunts you? And some of these answers are... just phenomenal. And a lot of them don't have to deal with, hey, like I had to deal with this person screaming at me, but still entertaining still entertaining. So this person said, one time at Starbucks, I was cleaning the restrooms and knocked on the women's restroom door, and the response I got was an angry, who is it? Just trying to clean the bathroom.
What the hell does it matter? Who are you?
Yeah, it's the police. Open up.
Not occupied or anything like that. Yeah. Who is it? What? Yeah. No thanks.
When I worked at Pizza Hut, a lady called to complain about fish being on her pizza. I told her ticket said anchovies, and she said, yes, I wanted anchovies, not fish. When I told her anchovies are fish, she called me a liar and said she was going to bleep me and my family up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That escalated quickly.
Most of the time, these stories do.
I'm sorry that I didn't know anything. I'm going to take it out on you.
Yeah. This is a messed up one. In 1981, I was a convenience store cashier. One night, a guy asked for a Playboy magazine. Got it from the adult magazines behind the counter. He placed it on the counter, opened it up, turned to the centerfold, made a approving grunt, then shut the magazine and left without buying it. Just wanted to look at it, I guess.
Just saving that mental image for later.
Yep, I guess so. All right. This is
These are great.
Phenomenal.
I'm glad these are not people hollering at customer service, because this is even better.
Yeah, this one's phenomenal. Like, I wish I thought of something like this. When I was a waiter, a lady said, I'll have the minestrone soup. That's what it is, right? Minestrone?
That or minestrone. I can never
Whatever.
remember.
That soup. But I'd like to sub out the potatoes in the soup for a side salad.
Keep them.
That's right.
Dry them out. Use them in the next guy's soup.
That's right. But give me a side salad, too, while you're at it. While you're back there.
It's equivalent.
Yeah.
Somehow. How do you go from potatoes to side salad?
Well, it does make sense because, you get a burger and fries. Can I sub out the fries for a side salad?
Yeah.
But it doesn't work this way with soup. I love it. That's my favorite. This one, unfortunately, a little bit more on the sad side. It said, I was working at Medieval Times.
Oh, yeah, that whole thing.
Yeah. During one show, I had a lady in my section with an infant that she needed a few extra things during the show, and of course, I helped her out. So she thanked her with no tip and a full diaper under the seat.
Bro.
Here, now you pick it up.
That's horrible.
Yeah. How about this one? Happened last week. A woman came into the store half an hour after we closed. She ducked under the almost closed shutter that they had.
Wow.
And just kind of started walking down the aisles till we explained to her that we're closed. Well, then she yelled at us and was asking why we were all shut and all that. Again, we're closed. Well, then she wanted a refund.
For what?
I don't know. She couldn't buy anything. I want a refund for showing up.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We didn't charge you to get in.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a good one.
How about
I'm
this?
still trying to wrap my mind around that.
A guy tried to pay for his milkshake by giving me his Snapchat.
Awesome.
That's awful. I would be so mad. I'm like, it's going to cost you more now because you just offered me that. Like, come on.
I'm going to start trying to pay for stuff with my digital business card.
Yeah.
Here, scan
Does this work? Yeah.
Scan this.
There should be money left on it.
Run!
A regular at this convenience store who always paid for his purchases with a gallon Ziploc bag of pennies, which he also kept loose leaf tobacco in. Well, he'd dump it all over the counter and make me count it out. And my manager, of course, would let him do it because, hey,
it's money.
Money is money.
That's right.
That's right.
Now, they got to be rolled up, Holmes. That's terrible.
That's right.
The tobacco, too. Quit with that loose leaf nonsense.
My goodness. And then this one, I think this is a good one to end on here. This person said I could write an entire season of TV on working at Toys R Us during the holidays.
Oh.
One year, a lady yelled and demanded I let her into the stock room to see how many video game consoles we actually had after I had told her that we're all out of them.
Oh, my God.
I actually had to call the store manager to get rid of her.
Wow.
The fact that you got to call somebody in to get rid of this irate customer that happens to be wrong.
No, you can't go back there. What the hell's the matter with you?
I just don't understand. No, I want to check it out for myself because I believe I'm being lied to.
No, you're that special that we're just keeping you from having one. Just you.
I never understood that whole thing either because it's like... How many times when I've worked somewhere where it's like, can you check to see if you got more of these in the back? Look, I know this store inside and out. we do not have any in the back. But if I don't go and act like I'm checking, no one's going to believe you. So you have to waste the time to go back there, stand around. Okay, I will double check, okay, there's nothing here. All right, go back up front. Yeah, I'm sorry, we're out of that. It should be in on Tuesday or Thursday or whatever. Can you look again? No, I freaking can't. Are you insane? Just trust me.
Yeah.
How many times I heard that one? Can you look again? No, I will not.
That brings back nightmares of working in a shoe department. Because
I know.
And then those two where everybody just knows that their size is back there. You just didn't look at it.
Yeah. You look too fast.
All right. Solid list. I like that.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Fired
that was
up
fun.
and angry and everything.
That was fun. I love lists like that.
He's
That's
over there having fun, and I'm all taking this personally. I hate everything.
Hell, man, I don't work at retail anymore, so
That's true.
That's true. That's fantastic. All right. Well, we do have to get to next week's assignment.
Okay.
If you choose to accept your assignment for next week.
Your mission. This is your mission.
Your mission.
Yeah.
If you choose to accept it. This one's a little bit different, the way we're approaching this one. So we've done a lot of traveling in the last year or so.
Yeah.
And when we got to Wilmington, we experienced just a ton more traffic than we have in the last couple of years, the last several years ever.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I'd say about 10 years.
There is a ton more traffic here than anything we've really dealt with on the regular. You know what I mean?
On the regular, yes.
So that got me thinking, I'm sitting in traffic downtown. There's a notorious intersection, College and Oleander here in Wilmington. And I'm sitting there at one point and you can just see people around you just trying to outsmart the system.
Yeah.
You're not going to get in the turning lane.
It's not going to happen.
You're not the first person to think of that, and you're not going to outsmart the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just wait. That's all you can do.
Somebody's getting fired up and hasn't even gotten to the topic yet.
Well, so I remember sitting there at the time and going, why not just, hang out, listen to music, relax, keep the windows up so you don't got all the exhaust and all that coming in.
Or roll them down. Some of it might be good for some of you,
Yes, dumb us all down a little bit.
Yeah.
Why not?
Then we'll think what you're doing is actually smart. Oh, look at they got in that lane. I wonder if that'll work.
Well, so then it was a situation where I was watching a person like that, and I wanted to look over to the vehicle next to me and be like, what a dingus, right?
Yeah. Do you see this guy here? Do you see what he did?
And that got me thinking, there is absolutely zero camaraderie in traffic.
Oh, yeah, no.
But if you take away the vehicles, there is a little bit when it comes to standing in line.
Yeah.
Now, maybe the atmosphere is different, but, you've been standing in line, whether it's to get some tickets or a giant bathroom line somewhere, get a drink, get a food, whatever, and you've had different roller coasters, stuff like that, where you're not honking at each other, looking at the person you're with going, boy, that guy's an idiot, the way he's standing there, And it's basically the same damn thing. Okay. So I want to know, what is better? Standing in line or sitting in traffic?
Which one's better?
Yeah,
which one is better to handle?
I want everybody to make their case for standing in line or sitting in traffic. Because sitting in traffic, you can block everybody out. You can turn up the air conditioning or the heat, whatever. You can turn the music on. You can roll your windows down, crank your music up, and annoy the hell out of everybody if you want to.
This is really tough.
Now, if you're standing in line, you can kind of make friends with the people around you. You can play games. We had that happen one time when we were standing in line at for a roller coaster. People were playing that stupid cell phone on the head game with Guess What I Am. You know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking
Just
about.
stare at me and let me, wander out here in the abyss if I can't find the damn words I'm looking for. Thank you.
I don't know what it's called, but I'm busy thinking about my actual answer to this.
So,
so you keep wandering out there while I think for a minute.
So there are pros and cons to both, and
there really is.
The more I sit and the more I sit in traffic, the more I've thought about this so much, and because what else are you doing? You're sitting in traffic, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, man, but if I was standing in line with all these people, I just saw that guy cut that person off. Like, I'm gonna be staring him down a little bit. Going, I wish somebody else would do something about him because I sure as hell ain't gonna.
No, me either.
Where's the police?
Yeah. We're someone who's going to yell at this line cutter.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, when you're in line, the same damn thing happens.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that guy. He wasn't there.
Yeah.
I've been here 30 minutes. That guy been here.
Man. I don't know, because the fun that you have when you do make friends with the people around you, or even just the small talk conversations, because ladies know there is always a line for the women's bathroom.
Right.
Everywhere.
Right. And if you're not being friendly in those lines, I mean, come on.
You always, always, always talk to somebody around you.
Yeah.
It just happens.
All the time.
You just start talking.
Yeah. That has happened a ton. And then, there are, there's pros and cons for both of them. And I want to know everybody's thoughts on this. I want to see where everybody stands, and why too. Complete sentences with your answers, because
this is really hard though too, because I feel like it depends on where you're going.
Yeah, see,
what am I waiting in line for? What am I driving to?
Exactly.
Like, to just generically pick one over the other is really hard to do, because sometimes in the car it's better, sometimes waiting in line is better. I don't know.
But overall, you got to pick one, and I want to know why.
Can I
have a week to think about it?
Yeah,
yes,
can I be like our listeners and, have some time to kind of process this and maybe write some notes down so I can...
Absolutely.
Okay.
Everybody, come with some good stuff. I want to read some big, long answers with some well-thought-out things.
I am going to get some bullet points together and just, argue this... like a lawyer. I'm calling Luke Ragsdale.
It's full-on
Luke
homework.
Ragsdale, I need your help.
Somebody has to reach out to him anyway, because I don't even know if he's on board with Luke and Naomi on air, if he's been listening or not. Naomi's just been plugging away, and
I know.
We
I'm
need
gonna
to
have
send
to
the
let
man a
him
bill
know.
if he ain't listening.
Oh my gosh, I should send him a Facebook message that has a bill on there.
Exactly.
Hey, we've been plugging your business, except for I don't remember your phone number, so I can't.
Standing in line versus sitting in traffic.
Which one is better?
Which one is better?
And why?
Which one would you, listen, you're trying to get somewhere with both of them. Waiting in traffic, you got somewhere to be.
Yeah.
Standing in line, you got somewhere to be. But you can't say one's more important than the other, because you've had to pee.
I've had to pee in both those situations.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, sitting in traffic, standing in line, which one's better? And why? I'm really, really excited to hear some arguments on this, because I think I start to convince myself one way, and then I go the other way, and just...
So you're going to not come up with your own answer and wait till the end after you hear everyone's arguments and make your final judgment from there?
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Also,
all
because,
right.
Everybody's got to wait to hear what we think.
That's right.
I'm going to put together my own little presentation.
List? Yeah.
No, I'm just going to wing it next week. Naomi's going to throw everything at me, and
that'll be fine.
I'll be like, you know what? Me too.
I agree. I disagree. Why? Because.
Sure. Because I concur. Anyway, that is your mission. Your mission, if you choose to accept it.
You gotta choose to accept it. Come on.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Come on.
And you can find, of course, this episode that you're listening to right now.
If you haven't found it.
On YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, on Google Play, on Spotify, on Anchor.fm.
Everywhere.
Check them guys out too.
Yes.
Everywhere. Tell your friends how to get it. Download it for your parents.
That's right.
I'm just talking to my siblings right there. Download it for your parents, please.
Yeah.
Like and follow wherever you are. And if you are looking for a different way to listen to us, try a different method next week.
There you go.
All of that stuff. Leave your answers, of course, Luke and Naomi on air on Facebook or on the YouTube page.
That's right.
And I'm really looking forward to these answers. The argument begins standing in line versus sitting in traffic.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. What do you think? You got a...
Oh, you're waiting on me. I'm sorry.
I'm
sleeping
She's
over
looking
here.
at me going, do the next thing. Go.
I know.
You go.
What are you doing? And he like even put his hand out like, you ready?
Do I just start singing without the prompt or what?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thought of the day, here's your thought of the day, it's your thought of the day.
See, that is what you should have done. That would have gave me the cue that like, hey, I'm supposed to be ready. Although I don't think I'd be able to pull it up fast enough if you did it.
Did that buy you enough time to get it up there and ready to go?
It did. Are you ready?
Yes.
Wait, I have two. I have to do both of these.
All right.
Because this first one I wanted to do, but it's just so bad. But Luke had mentioned earlier that we were watching Alone, and these people are like out in the wilderness and they're starving to death, and a lot of times we're eating while we're watching them, which is just terrible. So your first thought of the day, I'm so full, is the ultimate first world problem.
Oh my God. It really is.
But that's so terrible to say. I feel bad. So this is our generic thought of the day here. Door-to-door salesmen are the human version of pop-up ads.
Wow.
Hello, I'm here.
That's
Would you
deep.
like a knife set?
That's
I've got a
deep.
vacuum cleaner. All right, Luke, are you going to leave us with a laugh?
That is deep. Wow. Okay. Let me see. We got a couple from Ralph here. I don't know if the banana one really translates to the air, Ralph. So I will repost that for you. Did you hear about the guy who invented knock knock jokes?
No.
He won the Nobel Award.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Ralph, come on.
Yeah.
Boo.
Let's see. Oh man, what do we got here? I went to see a psychic yesterday, knocked on the door, she yelled, "Who is it?" So I left.
Yeah, she should know.
Because if you don't know.
Yeah.
My neighbors listen to really good music, whether they like it or not.
Oh, come on.
It's a classic, an oldie but a goodie. An oldie but a goodie. Let's see. Let's see here. What do you call an explosive monkey?
I don't know.
A baboom!
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I got all excited because you're cracking up as you're trying to read it, which got me cracking up, and it was just terrible. Come on.
My wife says I have two faults. I don't listen and something else.
Oh my gosh. You should be... I'm just done. I'm done.
Thank you. I thought they were good too.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm legit done. I'm over here just shaking my head.
Oh,
Done.
man. All right. That is it. That is it for episode. What was this? Is 15?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Hey, for 16, you should have some better dad jokes.
All right. We'll do.
Just saying.
We'll do our best over here. I hope Brian doesn't ditch us for another episode because you're dogging his dad jokes book.
Well, then come at me, Brian. Come on.
All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us for a little bit. We'll be back next week, of course. Don't forget to send your answers to standing in line versus waiting in traffic and why the one you think is better to the Facebook page or the YouTube channel.
Yes.
We will talk to you next week.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.